Hello, and welcome to the review channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing this 2021 Kia K5. This is the LXS trim, which is the base model. Alright, starting with the grille, we have a very nice design. This is like a honeycomb design right here. These little sections are all interconnected and they form this one big giant grille in the front of the vehicle. It's a very interesting and very unique design. It goes all the way from this end of the front end all the way to the other end. So it covers the entire front bumper. The only functional part of the grille is this middle section right here, which is right around here. And then these sections right here are just for design purposes. Right underneath that, you have another grille, which is functional. Radiator right behind that. Then in the front, you have these little accents, these diffuser looking accents, which are pretty nice looking as well. Right above that, you have your headlight encasing. These are LED headlights. And the daytime running lights on this vehicle are also very unique. A very nice thunderbolt shaped design to them. They burn orange or amber. Got your Kia logo up front. Over at the hood, you have these two accents going up on either end. Very nice looking car, very sharp, looks very low to the ground, and very sleek as well. Coming around to the side profile, not much going on, but still it's a very elegant shape to it. There's little curves along the top, and then there's some accents right along the edge right here, and then one at the bottom down here. Then we have this chrome trim that goes from the front of the car all the way to the back. And then I believe this circles the entire car. Let's take a look. Yes, it does. So it goes all the way around, which is a very nice look. Coming down to the tires, we have 16-inch rims. Very nice looking rims. The tires are 205/65, so they're pretty thick, which help contribute to a very comfortable ride. The tires on this car are made by Kumho, and there's a disc braking system. Coming around to the back of the vehicle, you have a very nice design on the back. These are the tail lights right here. This is just a design with reflectors in them. But I think in the GT model it is, where these are actually functional lights. Not on this one, but on the GT model, these are actual lights that light up whenever you step on your brake. So we have our LXS logo right here at the right side. The Kia K5 logo on the left side. Kia logo centered up top. Right underneath that is your rear camera, as well as your trunk release button right here. You press this button, it'll open up your trunk. Underneath that, we have these two reflectors on either end, and beneath that you have your exhaust. These are closed off on this one because this is the LXS model. The actual exhaust is just underneath this. And then over here on the side, you have this nice little accent. Looks really nice. And then there's a bit of a diffuser situation going on down there as well. Not sure if you can see that. It's just these three spokes right here, 1, 2, and 3. And then up top we do have an antenna. Looking over at the trunk, you do have 16 cubic feet of space in here. There's a lot of space in this trunk. The rear seats can also be folded down to give you about double the space. It's a very practical vehicle. Alright, now let's take a look inside. Over here we do have our keyless entry button, so if you press this button with the key in your pocket, the vehicle will lock or unlock. Once we open up, starting with the door, we have a nice little silver trim going down right here, as well as your door release right here. I think this is plastic. Yes, this is plastic. This is also plastic, but it's a very nice feel to it, very luxurious. This is a soft touch leather, very nice and comfortable. And then you have your window controls right here. These are not automatic, just the driver's one is automatic, the other ones are all manual. You have your window locks, and then your mirror controls, door locks and unlock. Then over here we have a nice big speaker. It's a very nice design. And then there's a very small cubby right here in the door. I don't think you can put a bottle in here, but it's pretty small, but you can still put a few things in here, maybe a map or something like that. Looking inside, we have these very nice cloth seats. Very sturdy, very supportive. They don't have any lumbar support, but that's okay because they are very comfortable to sit in. This car does have the drive-by-wire gas pedal. All right, looking inside, starting with the middle, we have your gear shifter right here. Behind the gear lever, you have your electronic braking system. So you press the brake and you lift this, it'll engage your emergency brakes. Then you do the same thing. Well, you have to push it to turn it off. It turns it back off. And then this car does have an auto hold feature. So if you stop at a red light, you press this button, the car will engage the brakes for you until you're ready to go. You press the brakes and press this button again, and it'll start rolling. This car does have drive modes, and the way to switch them is by way of this knob right here. You just turn it to whichever direction you want to, and it'll change to that drive mode. The drive modes are displayed right here at the center screen. So we have sport, we have normal, smart, and then custom. All right, give it a normal for now. Right behind that, we have a cubby section right here, and then two cup holders right over here. Then up front, we have another cubby right here, as well as two USB ports, and then a 12-volt outlet port right here. There's a very nice design to this cubby section here. Reminds me a lot of the older BMWs. All right, over at the infotainment system right here, this car does have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So if you just connect your car's phone's Bluetooth to the car's radio, then it'll connect to your either you have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and it'll connect to that wirelessly. So that's a pretty cool touch. Then the menu, I would say, is pretty easy to maneuver. All things are easily clearly laid out, and then you can easily just get through them. You got your media over here, then you got your radio button right here. Media, this will take me to my Apple CarPlay, things like that. All right, right underneath that you have your emergency hazard switch. Under that is your climate controls. I really like the look of this climate control setup right here. It looks very futuristic, really nice. It does not look like something I would expect to be in a Kia vehicle. This looks like something I would expect in an Audi. It's a very nice looking design. It's a piano black accents, very nice. Here's a look at the dashboard. It's a very nice, very futuristic design to this vehicle. I just love the way that they designed this car. I'm not a big Kia fan, but I love this car. I really like this car. Right here we have our vents. It's a very nice design, very cool. And you have your window defogger right here. Very nice feel to this vehicle. Up at the dashboard, there are some tweeter speakers over here on either end. And then there's also a center speaker right here. And there's also a sensor right up there. Looking over at the gauge cluster, we have our speedometer on the right, RPM meter on the left, as well as the temperature meter right here along with the RPM meter, and then the fuel meter over here by the miles per hour meter. Then in the center you have this little display screen which displays all your different information. You can toggle between checking your tire pressure and then your current speed. So then you can also go hit menu and then change certain settings that you want to. You can look at driving dynamics, things like fuel consumption and things like that. Then you can also, I believe you can change, oh, this is for the radio. This button right here controls the radio. It'll change the mode on your radio. And then on the left side over here, you have your Siri or Android voice command. Left side under that is your volume controls. And then I think this is the track settings right here. Yeah, this is the track setting. And then here's to answer a call or hang up. And then over at the right side, we have a menu button right here, which controls that menu. And then we have a cruise control button right here. This is to set your cruise control speed. And then this corresponds with the menu selections. This is your active steering. So the vehicle will help you steer the car if it senses that you are not staying in your lane or something like that. You just press this button, the car will help you automatically steer. To the right of that, this is the cruise control cancel button. It's a very nice steering wheel. I like the design right down here. Very nice feel to it. It is leather wrapped, very soft touch. It's very nice. The steering wheel is also tilting and telescopic. Behind the steering wheel on the right side, you have your wiper controls right here. And on the left side, you have your indicator and lighting controls. To the left of that, you have your instrument brightness button right here. So if you press up, it'll make it go up, and down will make it go down. To the right of that is the lane keep assist button. So if you press this button along with your active steering, the vehicle this will alert you if you're leaving your lane. This is the lane keep assist. And then if you press the active steering button along with this, I've noticed on the highway the vehicle kind of drives itself as long as you're pressing on the gas, or if you're in cruise control, the vehicle will keep itself centered in the lane. But I wouldn't trust this feature too much. Just be ready to, in case something goes wrong, just stay on the steering wheel. But it works pretty well. It's not that bad. And then right next to that, you have your traction control button. And underneath that is your trunk release button right there. Over here at the middle compartment, there's quite a bit of space in here. It's not that large, but you can put a few things in here. Maybe an iPad. The glove compartment is also quite tiny. It's not much space in here. This is the owner's manual. It's taking up most of the space in there. I like this feature over here in this car where if your door is open and if you can't reach the handle from where you're sitting over at your driver's position, there is a little indenture right here in the door where you can just pull this section and close the door. Makes it easier. All right, now let's check out that back seat. The rear of the vehicle is very spacious, not bad at all. Very comfortable seating as well. Back there. This is my driving position. I am 5'8". I still have about, I'd say about 2 inches of legroom with my driving position right there. All right, to the door of the rear passenger seats have the door release right here, as well as the same indenture we talked about up front. So if your door is open, if you can't reach that handle, it's too far, you just hold this part and pull. Makes it easy. Then you have a window switch right here. You have these little map pockets right behind either seat. Very nice, very simple. Nothing crazy going on back here. And there's also a speaker in the rear door. I'm not sure if you can see this. There's a speaker right here, as well as another cubby right here. It's very small, but you can probably put something in there. I don't know, maybe a small map. The center area also has armrest for the rear passengers, as well as 2 cup holders. All right, now it's time to take a look at that engine bay. To open that up, all you have to do is pull this lever right here by the driver's side. center. Wow, so this is held up by hydraulic suspension, so you don't need to have any of those holders.
And there she is.
Right here we have a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, which puts out 180 horsepower. This car gets 27 miles per gallon city and 37 miles per gallon highway. It's pretty good. Got a little turbo logo right there. Also a GDI engine. Nice, very clean. This car has an MSRP of $24,590 and it weighs just a little bit over 3,000 pounds. And that's it for my review of the 2021 Kia K5 LXS trim. If you like this review, please leave a like. Consider subscribing. And I'll see you on the next one.